What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Stocks to Watch. And we had a blazing start because we saw Nifty and Bank Nifty inching towards their all-time highs. And the mid-cap action was again power-packed with a lot of upper circuits and a lot of good traction being seen in the markets. So if I go to the watch list, which I had shared with you yesterday, we had a lot of stocks doing some action. Now, some of the stocks from that lot didn't really do that well. But if you look at Lakshmi Finance, if you look at ICICI Bank, the one which we discussed, Borosil Renewables and Piramal Pharma, all of them did really well. A disclaimer: we have just initiated a position in Piramal Pharma yesterday, which is on Tuesday, and we would look to target at least 10-20% from here. I am a SEBI registered research analyst, but this is not a trading or investing advice. From the 24th June watch list, Newland Labs started to break out. If you remember this, if you've watched the previous episodes, USK continues its good run. PPL Pharma, Tips Industries, ISMT, DVL, all of them did fairly well. But now I have a new bunch of list for all of you, which I feel could again do some fireworks tomorrow. The first one is DigiSpice. Now, before I get started, please ensure that you subscribe to the channel because it really helps us understand how good and how good of a value that we provide to you. And if you really appreciate our efforts, then do hit the like button and definitely subscribe to the channel. The first one on the list is DigiSpice Technologies, coming out of a massive base, and this stock is now ready to kind of explode. Now, we've seen a lot of volume activity over here, so I would be looking for some tightness over here maybe, and the moving averages kind of come closer for me to have like the perfect trade, but this is really good. MB Industries looking solid for a base move. Now, the trade idea that I'm planning in this one is basically like a 6 to 7 rupees stop over here just below these lows, and to target these highs, and I think this could be achieved in 1 or 2 weeks. Now, again, a disclaimer: this is not a financial advice. I have already placed my aftermarket orders for this particular stock, so take that as a disclaimer. Next up, we've got eMudhra, now a leader in the entire mid-cap universe and is ready for another breakout. You can watch out for this one. HDFC AMC again looking to break out of its all-time high range, and HDFC AMC looks quite promising as per the setup. Rolex Rings, another one which is ready for a big breakout after its IPO and now after completing its entire base. I think this one is also really, really interesting. Next up, we've got Lakshmi Finance, and this one also looks amazing. Now, if you look at the weekly chart for Lakshmi Finance, this is just ready to tear apart every single thing that comes its way. So I think this is also one of my favorites. Another disclaimer: I have a position. I have just placed an aftermarket order for this one for tomorrow. So do your own diligence before taking any trade. Next up, we've got Uptown, which is again into a very nice tight range. This looks interesting. Innova CapTab is another one which is coming out after a shakeout of these lows. So I think this one is also going to be an interesting one to move. Seshai Paper, another paper stock which is setting up really nicely. This one is not ready yet, but I think this could probably explode. Arvind Fashions, another one which is ready for like a long time awaited breakout. So this is also an interesting one. The risk reward is not that good in this one. Now the favorite one, Campus Activewear. This is just crazy. The way this is setting up around moving averages, with the way the volumes are drying up, this is a no-brainer. I think this is what I will be planning, around a 10 rupee, 12 rupee stop, and then a 4.5 kind of a risk reward with the fill of this gap. And I think this could transition very, very quickly, because the previous quarter, the earnings were spot on, margins were good, and I think it's a revival quarter that's going to be coming up. So Campus is again very good. Another disclaimer: I have a position placed for this one. Triveni Turbines, another very, very good structure, very, very high levels of supply on the left side, but I think this could be good. Piramal Pharma, we've already discussed. I've already told you about this one. Birlasoft, another one from the IT space for all the F&O traders. I think if you want to take up a swing, I think with like a 2-3% stop, Birlasoft could be a good one. Honeywell, auto, another one which could probably break out tomorrow. Very, very nice volume dry up, has been a leader, and this stock has, done like a very, very big base breakout right now. So I think this could continue forward. Rane Madras Limited, another one that I like, but it is not setting up really nicely technically. So I think Rane Madras is also one very good name that I would be looking to, kind of play this. This is very good. ISMT, we discussed it yesterday, still has to give an entry. The entry is not yet triggered, but I think ISMT could be a good one. It's from the metals space. KIOCL is another name which you should be tracking. Really nice base build up with volume dry up. So this one is interesting. Pidilite Industries, another one which is contracting around the moving averages. Let's see if it kind of tries to break this base out. Fine Organics from the specialty chemical name trying to contract in this range really tightly. If you look at the hourly, I think this is probably setting up for a move, but it's not ready yet. ICICI General Insurance, another one for an all-time high breakout with a volume dry up. RPG Life Sciences, one from the pharma space, looks very, very sorted. And the wick that, it created today, kind of trying to shake out a lot of lows. I think this one was a positive sign for RPG Life as well. Next up, we've got GIC Housing Finance, which is not yet ready in my opinion. I think it would need some time, but the trade idea over here is to protect these stops around to 3% stops, and I think you could probably have a good trade in this one. Moltech is another name, although it has a very, very high supply on this region, but the base is really lovely. I would like to explore this tomorrow. And last but not the least, we've got Nahar Spinning, which could be a textile play. Textile as a sector is probably going to shine for the next 6 months. Today's closing was not really the best in the world because of the rejection, but I think Nahar Spinning could be the one to watch out for. These were the stocks that I feel could explode tomorrow, day after, and for the remaining week. If you liked this video, do subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop in a comment which one among these is your favorite. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. All the best, take care, and good night.